Welcome to today's story, friends. Panda Millie is speaking to you again. Today we'll go together to a sunny meadow, where a story began. A story about a little ant, and about one big challenge that the ant thought he could not overcome. Have you ever felt that something was just too difficult? What do you think? Is one small step enough to discover how strong we really are? Listen closely. In this story, you'll find the answer. A little ant was walking across the sunny meadow. Suddenly, he spotted a large grain of wheat in front of him. It was big, so big that it looked even bigger than he was. The ant stopped. "Oh, this would be enough for the whole anthill," he whispered. He knew that the food supplies in the anthill were running low, and the little ants at home were waiting for something to eat. He looked at the grain again. "If I bring it back, everyone will have food. But the grain is too big. What if I can't do it?" The ant stepped up to the grain. He took a deep breath. "I'll try," he said quietly to himself. He leaned against the grain. He pushed and pushed and pushed a little more. The grain didn't move at all. He pushed himself once more. Nothing. The ant sat down in the grass. "I knew it," he muttered. "It's too big. The others could do it, but not me." For a moment, he just sat there quietly. Suddenly, he heard a soft little voice behind him. "Why are you so sad, little ant?" A red ladybug with black spots landed on a blade of grass. The ant sighed. "I found this grain. We really need it in the anthill, but it's too big. I can't even move it." The ladybug looked at the grain. Then she looked at the little ant, and she smiled. "Didn't it move even a tiny bit?" she asked. The ant thought for a moment. Maybe it moved just a little, but that doesn't count." The ladybug leaned closer to the ant and said, "You know, every big success begins with a first step, and you have already taken it. You just need to keep going, little by little, and you'll see that you can do more than you think." The ant looked at her in surprise. He felt his heart light up with courage. "You are right," he said. "I've already taken the first step, so I can try the next one." And so he took a deep breath, leaned against the grain, and began to move it, step by step. The little ant jumped with joy, and the ladybug smiled. "You see, you just have to believe in yourself and keep trying. Every step counts." The ant leaned against the grain once more, and this time he decided to try something different. He gently tilted the grain forward, and then it happened. The grain slowly began to roll across the soft grass. At first, just very gently. Then it started rolling faster and faster. The little ant hopped alongside it, smiling. Every tiny tumble of the grain felt like a small dance of victory. The ladybug smiled and said, "You see, sometimes all it takes is seeing it in a new way, and what once seemed impossible becomes easy." The ant felt that courage and a new way of looking at a problem had given him strength, and with a smile, he headed toward the anthill. When he arrived, the other ants gathered around him, staring in amazement. "Look what he brought! That's enormous!" they whispered in awe. "Incredible! He did it! He is so strong and brave!" The little ant felt his heart glowing with joy because he had accomplished something that had seemed impossible at first. Thanks to the grain he brought, all the ants in the anthill now had something to eat. So, friends, in today's story, the little ant showed us that sometimes all it takes is one small step and a new way of looking at things to overcome big challenges. Remember, you can also try something that seems impossible at first, and you might discover that you are much stronger than you think. With love, your Panda Millie.